Basically, my name is Lee. I run Forexyard. I mentioned it before. What I'm basically going to do here is try to run through as much about Forex as I possibly can in the 40 minutes that they gave me. There's a lot to cover. On the one hand, Forex is, it's foreign exchange. It's pretty simple. Every one of us, I'm assuming, knows what change is. So we have some sort of basis of understanding of what this Forex thing is. But as an affiliate, things are quite different, as Vahan mentioned in a number of examples. And I'm going to try to go through as many of those as possible, while also kind of explaining a little bit about how this whole thing works, what goes through the mind of a customer, what goes through the mind of a more seasoned trader, and how that relates to the affiliate and how best to sell Forex on a website. It's not just quite as simple as gaming sometimes, throwing a couple banners up. It's sometimes a little bit more complicated. But you have to understand that the main focus here is that whatever works in gaming, and we see this firsthand, all those SEM, SEO, media buying, whatever, all of those strategies that work and have worked in gaming work and will work in Forex. It's proven. It's just something we see. But there is that big but here. Mohan mentioned that a lot of affiliates. I didn't see a lot of hands being raised when, in terms of successful traders, and that's actually a good thing. I'm actually glad you guys are here. It shows that there is a respect to this market and what it can do, and you see the potential, obviously. But the big but here is the problems that are being faced by your affiliates. Is on one hand, a lot of you don't see the reason why there's an adjustment process even necessary to get into Forex, but there is one. There is that adjustment, whether it's volume related in terms of the amount of traffic, or how to sell or how to pitch complicated concepts like leverage and margin and pips and all these strange words that suddenly appear. But once you understand what they mean and you play around with it a little bit, open up a demo, open up a real account, you figure it out pretty quickly. I learned to trade 9 years ago. I was basically thrown in front of a screen by my boss. He told me, trade. I did. I didn't know what that meant, but I figured it out. I don't think I'm any smarter than my average customer. I can tell you for a fact, I'm not smarter than my average customer. But the fact is that you have to, just dig a little deeper, jump in there, and do it. And then what I mentioned before is that the fact that our current affiliates are already doing this. They're trying to. We have. I don't even know who he is, but it's nice to know we have an affiliate here who's tried out pushing our product. But the idea is, patience is key. You got to keep plugging away, and the fact that most of our affiliates have been with us. We have an affiliate program now for about 3.5 years. Many of the affiliates that started with us 3.5 years ago are still with us. So nobody, no self-respecting affiliate is going to keep pumping in cash into a losing horse. I just don't buy it. So the fact is, the investment is coming back. Money's being made for sure. The question is how much, and that's the real question of how to keep this thing moving. There we go. So the idea here is, and what I'm going to try to help you out with is how to get to the point where you can build a better mousetrap. Because we feel pretty confidently already that both gaming and non-gaming, retail and non-retail affiliates are already making money with us. We know this for certain. We see the payouts that we're paying. We can basically gauge the amount of traffic that they're buying here. So we're pretty certain that they're making a couple bucks. And in some cases, a lot more. The idea here, though, is, as a Forex broker, what I want to do here primarily is to kind of break down some of those assumptions that are being made by the majority of affiliates out there. First and foremost, the adjustment process starts with the fact that Forex isn't a game. I can say that as a joke and I can say that seriously, but either way, it's going to come out the same. The fact is, Forex isn't a game, not from the perspective of a guy coming into the trading platform, clicking on a button, buying, selling, seeing a profit, yelling hallelujah, and moving on. The idea is a little different here in terms of what is a game. From the perspective of the customer, the end user who's logging on to any trading system, I don't care whose it is, he thinks he's out there, to make a legitimate profit here. He thinks he's going in there as some sort of investment. He sees this as an alternative to stocks, bonds, real estate, throwing his money in an account and making 1.32% at the bank. This is an investment opportunity. It's an investment alternative to what he already knows. So as an affiliate, first and foremost, respect that. I see a lot of affiliates out there who, put the time in, they put the effort in, and they're talking down to the customer at the end. And you just say, why? Talk up to him, teach him, show him what he can do. Don't patronize him with a silly little website with flashy banners. Take the time out to understand that there is a little bit of a difference here. It doesn't mean that the investment cycle on the affiliate side has to change. It's the same game to you guys, but to him it's a little different. So talk up and know what kind of added value you can actually offer that customer at the end of the day. And I'm going to get to that added value towards the end of this talk. But you also have to understand that there's two types of main players out there. There's the newbies. They don't have a clue what Forex is. More likely than not, they typed in one of the real short-tail searches here in Google or Yahoo or what have you, whether Forex or online Forex trading in their respective languages, and they landed on some website. So, and then you have the other side, which is generally seasoned traders, guys who've been around the block a couple times, traded with a number of brokers, and they're both looking for completely different things. Your website should definitely try to cater to both. Not talking too high to the seasoned trader, and definitely not talking too low to the newbie. You kind of have to find that right balance there somewhere in the middle. I would like to say another thing. There's basically two kinds of websites out there. There's the blogs and the broker listings. Don't get me wrong, although only two main types, they're great, they work. We know this firsthand that most of those types of sites really work and really work well. It's a question of what you're adding to that site to provide that customer with the easiest access to the broker so that this thing can convert. Again, I'm going to get to that a little later. I just want to basically list those two types of websites out there and show you what's available out there. Basically, you have to also understand, I'm just going to keep that out there for a second, but the new users against the old users, they're looking for different things. Keep that in mind as we go forward with this talk here. I want to kind of take off and talk about something else. I'm going to leave. Let's go back 1 second. I'll leave that there for a second. Just kind of go off on a tangent for a second because most of you do come from gaming, and so maybe this will kind of talk to you. About 6 months ago, I decided to start learning what poker was. Don't get me wrong, I know what poker is. I played 5-card stud, as a 12-year-old probably. I know the rules, but as I started learning this, and the reason I primarily learned how to play poker is probably for the same reason I picked up my first cigarette. That everybody seems to be doing it, so I figured, what the hell? But the idea behind poker, the deeper reason I wanted to do was somewhat similar reason to the reason I started going to the financial markets. I only realized that like a couple months ago, but well after I started it. The idea was that what I did to learn about trading is the same thing I did when I started learning poker about 6 months ago. You started searching, you started doing the same thing, and I didn't find anybody that wanted to take the time out to teach me how to play poker. Everybody kind of assumes you know what the rules are. You know what a pair is, 2 pairs is, etc., whatever, the strategies. You're going to find the sites out there. If you dig deep enough, and I'm sure I was too lazy here, but I'm sure if I dug deep enough into the internet, I'd find billions of sites that would actually take the time out to teach me poker without just trying to drive me into the nearest casino or poker site. But in Forex, there isn't that wealth yet. It isn't that everybody can make that assumption yet that you know what Forex is. And just between you and me, Forex is a load simpler than poker. A load simpler. There are only 2 options in Forex. You can either buy or you can sell. Period. That's it. It's not okay. I have pocket aces. Can I win with this thing? No, there's none of that. It's a lot simpler. There's only 2 options. Don't forget that. But as an affiliate, you have to remember that your site, because of that experience that at least that I had, working into a situation where I want to learn what poker is, I realized it's the same thing